Good afternoon, Evan. How are you today, buddy?
I'm fat. Wasn't that a fun day of baseball?
It was fun to watch. Yeah, up and down. And listen, you used the entire bullpen, and they came up big from the fifth inning on.
Especially Michael King. How good was Michael King? Because he's got to deal with the stupid runner on second base in back-to-back innings, and did a very, very good job. But the Yankees showed fight today. Like, this game had a lot of similarities to opening day last year against the Blue Jays, a game they lost either 3-2 or 4-3 in extra innings with missed opportunities. It felt that way, but the Yankees kept fighting back. They kept fighting back. They were down in this game 3 times, including right out of the gate when Garrett Cole struggled early. Clearly, that was the fault of Billy Crystal. I think that needs to be addressed.
Lame. I mean, he went crazy in the dugout. Let's effing go. And listen, Billy Crystal, that was scheduled. It's not like Billy ran on the field and said, hold on a minute, you can't start till I get to throw out a first pitch. And then for anyone, and the broadcasters did a little bit, to use that as an excuse, please, get over yourselves. He pitched like crap, and then he got out of it. And he settled down. But he came out of the gate, a 4-pitch walk, and a home run.
Oh, he sucked out of the gate. And by the way, there's no defense for that. I mean, you can't jokes
blame
aside,
Billy Crystal for it?
You can't blame Billy Crystal. Where I would defend Garrett Cole, and he's at a disadvantage, is because a lot of these pitchers are on these strict pitch counts right out of the gate. He didn't have the chance to turn the first 4 guys getting on base into, hey, he settled in and gave you 6 innings. Because I think the view of his performance, even from you, would be different if Garrett Cole went 6 innings. But he only went 4 because Aaron Boone only let him throw 68 pitches. But after that rocky start, to his credit, he settled in.
Yeah, but listen, that's we're not going to go back and forth on it. Everyone knows how I feel about it. And he did exactly what I thought he was going to do today. And that's suck. Because that's what I expected from him against a good offense like the Boston Red Sox. But it doesn't matter because they overcame it. And I know it's one game and we can't all be crazy and talk about what this team is going to be because honestly, none of us know. Here's what we do know. We know that Gleyber Torres was a professional today, and after rightfully so being upset that he wasn't going to start today, comes in a huge pinch hit spot with 2 strikes against him and gets the sacrifice fly to tie the game. That's a professional.
No doubt.
DJ LeMahieu, after a bad last year, which, I think we can write off on.
He's behind in the count, too.
Yeah, the reality that he was hurt last year, has a huge home run, obviously, in the 8th inning to tie the game.
Off a guy they couldn't touch in former Yankee farmhand Garrett Whitlock.
So there's a lot of really good stuff to take out of this game. Aroldis Chapman was awesome in the inning he pitched today. So listen, it's one game. Let's not get crazy about it. But you saw a lot of things to be happy about.
And I felt this way about the Mets last night. It's only one game, but what you want to see is differences from the things that cost you a year ago. Last year, the New York Yankees lost too many games. I know they won over 90 games, but I think the definition of their season is they didn't hit enough. I think that was the overall feeling, especially in the one-game playoff against the Red Sox. Even though they didn't score 10 runs today, they hit when they needed to.
Hit in the clutch.
They hit in the clutch. I got to give Joey Gallo credit because when he came up with first and second, nobody out in the 10th inning, I have to admit, I thought the same thing John Sterling said on the radio, which is, I know it's Joey Gallo, but can you lay down a bunt? Now, the truth is, Joey Gallo's not bunting because he probably has no idea how to do it. But Joey Gallo made contact. He had a little chopper to second base, and it turned into the same effect as a sacrifice. And that led to intentionally walking Aaron Hicks, and that led to Gleyber Torres getting that opportunity where just hitting the ball to the outfield would tie the game. So, believe it or not, even though Gallo struck out his first 3 times up, him making contact in the 10th inning was one of the most significant moments in this game.
Yeah, listen, Stan gets the home run early, and then it's just terrible at the plate the rest of the game. But they overcame all of it. And, I don't know if it erases the bad taste of the way it ended last year. Probably doesn't, to be honest about it.
No.
But as bad as Garrett Cole was in that first inning, and he was bad, I want to give the Yankees credit. The Yankees did what they had to do to come back and get clutch hit after clutch hit to come back and tie the game 3 different times, and then obviously win it in the 11th. And I don't know if you could pick one guy to be the MVP. King seems like a pretty good choice. But listen, team victory, and that comes on the heels of what was the big news today, coming into the game, driving in today, and that is that the Yankees announced the offer that they made to Aaron Judge. and Aaron Judge said no to it. And that, of course, would be major fodder all day long if they weren't playing today. But the New York Yankees essentially offered Aaron Judge 8 years, $230 million. The $17 million or 21 will get this year when arbitration goes through, and then 7 extra years at 30.5 per.
Yeah.
He said no. What? He said no to that?
It's one of
I
those.
never understand people that say no to $200 million guaranteed.
No.
I don't get it.
I agree with that aspect. If I'm Aaron Judge, I say yes. But this is one of those things where no one did anything wrong.
Yep.
In my opinion, the New York Yankees made a very fair offer for Aaron Judge. They were willing to give Aaron Judge, who's almost 30 or is 30, a 7-year contract. They were willing to pay him over $30 million a year. I get Francisco Lindor makes more, Corey Seager makes more. I get all that. But they made a very, very big offer to Aaron Judge. I don't think the Yankees did anything wrong. I also don't think Aaron Judge did anything wrong. Aaron Judge should excite you as a Yankee fan. Here's why. He's so confident he's going to stay healthy this year. He is so confident he's going to have an MVP caliber season, which you want and you need, that Aaron Judge was willing to say, I'm good. Yeah, that's a great offer. That's fine. Yeah. I'm good. I'm willing to test it. I'm willing to get to free agency. I'm willing to not have what happened to Michael Conforto or Ian Desmond or even his teammate Anthony Rizzo from a few years ago. So I don't think the Yankees did anything wrong, Craig. And the Aaron Judge has every right to say I'm going to bet on myself.
I actually think it's a major win for Yankee fans. And it is because of partially of what you just said. If Aaron Judge is essentially betting on himself, okay, I like how that sounds if I'm a Yankee fan.
Yeah.
That means he's going to go out there and be so focused all year to play 140-plus games and to hit 50 home runs and all the stuff that comes with his amazing offense, right? That he's going to have another career year. The Yankees will always have an opportunity to keep him if they want him. Now, we all know that there's other players that may come in and make him a ridiculous offer, but the Yankees will always have a chance to match or beat any offer that he's ever given, right?
Yep.
So from that standpoint, I think it's a win for the fan base. Listen, if he gets hurt, you just dodged a major bullet in giving a 30-year-old guy $230 million over the next 7 years, right? If he doesn't get hurt and has a huge year, you haven't lost him yet. You have plenty of time to get him.
If you still have the confidence that the Yankees are the Yankees and they will go further than what they just offered Aaron if need be, then you're right. But if you fear that Aaron Judge on the open market may end up somewhere else, then I understand you as a Yankee fan being a little nervous about this, but he has just shown you a supreme amount of confidence.
Yeah, I like it.
The Yankees offered him 7 years and over $200 million, and Aaron Judge said, I'm going to have such a great year that I'll pass on that.
There is one report out there, and I don't know if these reports are accurate or not, but I'll give it to you because at least it's from a reputable source. From the guy that covers the Yankees for NJ.com, that it was not about the amount, it was the length, which surprised me, actually.
That he wants 9 years.
He wants 9 years.
John Heyman even reported they're asking for 10 years.
Oh, all right. So it's just stupid. Like, listen, it's just stupid, man. You play baseball. They offered you $230 million guaranteed. You have yet to have back-to-back healthy seasons in your entire career, and you're willing to roll the dice?
But, Craig,
good for me. Roll the dice.
It can be stupid, but it's also his personal decision to say, I can do better. Yeah. And I'm willing to risk possibly hundreds of millions of dollars on the fact that I know I can get more. Because here's the truth. Here's where Aaron Judge is right. Let's say he matches 2017. And I know that's asking a lot, but let's say he does.
Sure.
There are enough teams, and I'm not going to be a troll right now and say whom, but there are enough teams that would say, you know what? We want this guy.
Sure.
And we will be willing to give him 9 or 10 years.
He'll be the most sought-after free agent in the baseball.
Yeah.
So everyone gets that. Yeah.
It's not stupid. It's gutsy.
I think it's stupid. But
it's gutsy.
Listen, part of me wants to respect it, but I don't. All right, we'll get your calls, especially if you're at the game today and you're on your way home. We'll take you till 6:30. Mike is in Long Island. Michael, good afternoon. How are you?
Hey, guys, I'm good. How are you?
Great. Go ahead.
All right, so we're sitting some bumper to bumper right now. We were, I think, the first people at Billy's today at about 9:30 this morning.
There you go.
Nice.
You know how happy that makes me? Billy's is open. People are drinking, having a good time. That's great.
It was the best. But I do want to touch on a couple things. I think the Yankees, made a fair offer to Aaron Judge, and you know what? If he doesn't want to take it, 8 years, you're going to be 38 years old. You're going to be very wealthy. You know what? You can go take Uncle Stevie's money. You can go over to Queens if you don't want it.
Yeah, well, listen, that's what's good. The reason the Yankees put it out, and you stay safe in that traffic, which the Yankees have never done before.
I've never heard, before you continue,
Yep.
I've never heard anyone do that, let alone the Yankees.
Yeah, they did it because of that call. Because it is a fair offer.
Mm-hmm.
It is a lengthy offer for a guy that does get hurt a lot. So Brian Cashman putting it out there is a calculated move so that the fan base knows, hey, we offered him $30 million per.
But usually, because I remember this with the Lindor negotiations, usually what you do is you leak it. You don't actually announce it.
Which I guess is the same thing, but it's not.
You're right, it's the same thing, but I've never looked at a general manager saying, yeah, so here's the offer we made, and he just tells you.
Yeah.
And a part of me respects the hell out of it, because I'm like, that's the beauty of Brian Cashman. He laid his cards out on the table. He told you exactly what's going on, but it was so unusual when I heard it.
$230 million. It's 7 years on top of this arbitration year, which is either going to be 17 or 21, depending on when the arbitration gets heard and decided, which has to be soon, right? Because he is getting paid.
It'll happen in the middle of June, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, is it that far away?
Because of the lockout, everything got pushed back.
All right. Well, listen, it's $230 million over 8 years, guaranteed. No, thank you, sir.
But Craig, can I counter this
Please?
as Aaron Judge's agent, even though I'm not? Because
Go
this
ahead.
is what the agent would say. Why should Aaron Judge make less money per year than Corey Seager, than Francisco Lindor, than Garrett Cole?
Right.
That's going to be the counter. Like, yes, it's a great contract, and you and I are lockstep. Would I have said yes? Absolutely. But
I mean, there is an answer to that question.
Well, what's the answer?
One of it's injury.
Well, Corey
One of
Seager,
it's
Corey Seager's been healthy?
No, I'm saying as far as why we're not going more for you
Yeah,
right
but
now.
Corey Seager, who
Okay.
just signed, and this is what agents do. They make it about the other
Sure.
people. They're going to cite his injury concerns and say, what are you
Right.
talking about? Or they're going to bring up the fact I brought up to you a few days ago that since 2017, Aaron Judge has been healthier than Mike Trout. That's a fact.
Sure.
That's not even debatable.
I mean, I
He's played more
suppose
games.
they're going to come up and say you don't play shortstop, you're not a starting pitcher. That's where the negotiations could get ugly, I think. But for now, in the moment, the claim is that there'll be no more conversations till the end of the year. I don't necessarily buy that, but it seems like the Yankees are good with it too. So you've got Aaron Judge on what amounts to a regular season that's going to be worth potentially $250 million.
You're not wrong.
Or more.
You're not wrong.
Think about that for a minute.
Yeah.
That's what he's risking for a guy that has never had back-to-back healthy seasons, has had 2 ridiculous seasons as well. He is now wagering $250 million that he's A, going to stay healthy, and B, have a ridiculous year.
And if you're a believer, and I know a lot of people are, my old partner certainly was, that guys perform better on contract years,
Okay.
then, like you said earlier, Yankee fans have to love this and say, great, prove it.
Yeah,
Go
real
ahead.
quick, we had a Big Mac sighting. Nick's in Astoria. Hey, Nick, what's up, buddy?
What's going on, Carton? I love you guys. How you guys doing?
My man.
Good.
I just want to say I was going to mention the Yankees, but I came early into the Hard Rock,
Right.
ready for the ready to roll, Yankee Stadium, and I see Big Mac, Big Mac, you're the man, and he gave me a Francesa-like hand wave,
Oh, he waved you off? Wow.
not nonchalant hand wave. I said, Big Mac. He was talking to people. He was bougie. I don't know what was going on, but I felt a certain type of way. I mean, I'll listen to you guys if this is the Big Mac we know, but
Yeah.
listen, he gave me a little hand wave, Francesa-like. So
Wow.
Okay, so he's been rubbed off on by Mike. Fair enough. The funny thing is that I apparently said to him yesterday, I don't remember exactly, but someone pointed out that I gave him a what if yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
What if you're at the game and it's 4-4 in the ninth inning? What do you do? Well, apparently he just took the whole day off and said, screw it, I'm a Yankee fan. So
Wow.
those of you that are still sitting in bumper to bumper out there leaving the stadium.
This is a terrible mix for traffic, and I'm not laughing because I'm going to sit in traffic in about 30 minutes, as are you. A Friday,
Yep.
and you're leaving Yankee Stadium
the-
with 45,000 people.
The only saving grace is that it's not a summer Friday.
Right.
because that adds an extra 3 hours to it.
Right.
Yeah, I made that mistake when you and I went to a Yankee game last year. What the heck game was it?
Yankees Mets.
Was the Yankees
on a
Mets?
Friday, on a summer Friday, yeah.
That was the
and the
dumbest thing.
And the game got rained out.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. We went to the game. The game got rained out.
We waited for 2 hours. You were in like the owner's suite.
Right.
And the game got canned.
And I called you to tell you, right?
Yeah, yes, you did.
I
You gave me
I
inside.
see you guys down on the porch. The game got rained out. Don't tell anybody. Go home. Yeah, that was the dumbest decision we've made in a while.
That was bad.
877-337-6666. Those of you who are diehard Yankee fans, the 40-plus thousand that were at the game, plus everybody else listening, congratulations. And just real quick, if you're a Met fan, great job last night by Tyler McGill as the Mets get out with a quick W. Of course, the scare late with Pete Alonso. And then you get Max Scherzer tonight on Apple TV+. Good luck.
And to be fair, great job by Robinson Cano.
There you go.
Laying down that bunt was the moment of the game. Robbie, good job out of you. And he's been rewarded. He's in the lineup again tonight.
There you go. And Evan's not complaining today.
Not today.
Plus, Tiger Woods got to 1 over. He's got 3 holes to go in the second round, so it looks like he's going to make the cut. He struggled on the front 9, but he is 1 over right now for the tournament, and I believe he's on 16. The leader is -6, so he's 7 shots off the lead, but well within the cut.